So hello everyone, in this video I'll be telling you how you can add MongoDB setup in this. So earlier we created the server and now we'll be adding MongoDB setup in this. So for that, first of all you need to download MongoDB in your local computer so we can connect with that. You can also use the MongoDB 8 setup. For that I have already created video, you can check out in the MongoDB playlist. In this series we'll be working on the local setups, because that's very easy to maintain, that's why we'll be doing that. So for that we first of all need to require MongoDB or Mongoose, sorry. You can require that, and after that you have to create a variable or a constant which will be having the client URI. For local setup, the default URI is like this: MongoDB, then backslash, then you have to type localhost, and then the port. The default port in all computer is 27017. This one you can use, and after that you can name any database which you want to create, or if you have already created, so you can name that database. If the database is not created, so the MongoDB will automatically create that database. Otherwise it will store everything inside that database which is created. So we have to specify the name. I can specify the rest db name of the database, and after that I can use mongoose.connect. You can also use MongoDB package for connecting with the MongoDB. Actually we are actually making a connection with MongoDB with this Mongoose package. So this is also one way. You just have to pass this client variable which we have created. After that you can pass, then inside that you can pass any arrow function, and you can log out some information so you can get the idea that it is successfully connected. I can write successfully connected with REST-DB. I can write this one. Also I can catch the error if it is there, and console log the error. That's it. This is the line of code you have to add whenever you want to connect with the MongoDB local setup or MongoDB. Basically it is called uh, MongoDB client or something like that. So MongoDB driver, sorry. So it is called MongoDB driver whenever you are connecting with the local MongoDB. And if you are connecting with MongoDB atlas, so that is also one way. Similarly, you will be doing for MongoDB atlas, you will get the URI and you will store that here. And then you will pass this inside this connect function. Now I can save this, and you will see this logged out. Let it restart. I can save it once more. You can see that it is logged out, that it is connected with the REST-DB. But how can you see that database actually? So for seeing that database, you have to use some softwares which are MongoDB Compass, or you can use this Robot 3T or this Studio 3T. I'll be going with this Robo 3T, which is the free one. Actually, it is a UI database management tool which will show your database. This is our database localhost to 2070 270.17, and in here you can see no database is created. how will it be created whenever we'll be adding any data into that. So for that we'll be creating first the schema. For that I'll be creating this folder which is models. Inside that I can create a blog model.js file in which we'll be creating a MongoDB schema or Mongoose schema, because MongoDB is schema-less. So to provide a better structure, we'll be using Mongoose. I can require Mongoose here. And I can create a variable or a constant with the name of blog. I'll be exporting this. I can use Mongoose package to create a model, mongoose.model. Inside that, first of all, I have to specify the type or the name for the database collection. I'll be using blog, and then I can provide the schema for that. So for creating a schema, you just need to use Mongoose again, new Mongoose dot schema. Inside this, you in the curly brackets, you can specify the fields, for example, name, and then the type of the data which you will be storing inside that field. So I'll be storing this name field. Inside that I'll be storing a string type of data. You can also use number and other type of data as well, data type as well, but I'll be using string in this case. And the other one I will be using string for description, and meanwhile I can write author same as like this. So this is what we did, and after that I can specify in the other curly brackets timestamps. It is actually for whenever the database, whenever any item is created in this collection, so it will be automatically having the date and time like created at and updated at whenever it is created or made changes to that item or that part of data. Now I can export this module.exports, and I can specify blog in here. So I can use this one. Yeah, so everything is fine now. Let me just save it. And how can I test this part? I'll be making a database query in here. I'll be creating a new blog item. I can use this blog object which I exported just now. I can import it on the top. You can see that it is automatically imported. Now inside that I can specify the object in which I'll be storing the data. It's just like name. I can specify the name test for now, and then I can specify the description. I can specify the description as test again, and for author I can just write CodersArts. This is the thing which we have to do. Now I'll be using this save method, which will be a callback if this executes successfully. So I can write console.log created a test blog. So I'm logging this out, and I'm creating a sample project whenever we are starting the server. So it is only for testing purposes. We'll be actually creating all these blogs and deleting those blogs and manipulating those blogs inside the routes. So that will be doing inside the next video. For now, for testing, I'll be doing in this. So you can see that it is logged out, created a test block. If I see this now, if I see this database, so you can see that it is created REST-DB, and inside that if I go into the collection, so you can see that blog is there. If I view document, if I click on right click and view document, so you can see that this object is created, and inside that our ID is automatically generated. It is a good feature in MongoDB. It automatically generates ID for the objects whatever you store in the collection, and then our name which we added, test, and description, and the author. And you also see that created at and updated at is also generated automatically because we have added timestamps there. That's why it is giving us that. So this is what I wanted to tell you in this video, that how you can connect with the MongoDB locally and how you can make requests or make queries and create some sample documents. Actually, we'll be doing all these things in the routes or in the REST APIs. So for that, we'll be working in the next video. Thank you for watching. Let's meet in the another one.